Okay.
You started it last time.
That's very rude. I was about to start and you cut me off.
Well, I'm going to cut you off every time.
Hello. Hello.
Welcome to the... Oh, sorry.
Today
Start
we're
the
gonna...
podcast. All right, I'll let you go.
And thank you for listening. Bye-bye.
Guys, welcome to the last episode of the podcast.
Yeah, the last ever episode.
This is the last ever episode
That's good clickbait.
Of the year.
Of the year, yeah, of the year.
Actually,
but
no.
we'll call it last episode ever.
No, we messed up.
Why?
Because we're going to release this when it's the new year.
Last ever.
First ever. This is actually the first ever episode of 2022.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so guys, this is going to be the first episode of 2022. We hope you guys enjoyed the last episode because that one was in a lovely barbershop.
Yeah, it did really well.
It did do pretty well, yeah.
So I think people enjoyed it unless they just influxed it with bots and stuff.
Bots for our podcast.
Yeah,
so we don't have that much money at the moment, yeah. But look, it was a great episode. We want to continue doing that, of course. Right now, however, we're a bit limited. Right now, we are in the house of the founder, but the founder is not here.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
The founder's gone.
We just prank the house.
We could try prank. We could leave a few stuff here. So if you're watching this, director, then you're going to find out very soon.
Yeah, you'll see it in this little snippet.
To be fair, this is a complete mess. It's actually not that bad. I think we messed it up even more.
I think we made it a bit more dirty.
But yeah, I mean, look, just to get back on track, we are going to be doing way more with barbers.
Yeah.
This is just a temporary thing. But we hope you guys don't mind. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot that's happened. I think we should do a little roundup of this year.
Yeah.
Reflective.
Before we be reflective on the podcast, let's be reflective on ourselves.
Okay. That's a good idea.
Mr. Faiq Azim Chaudhry. I probably shouldn't say your whole legal name on social media.
No, yeah, give my national insurance number as well. Tell them
his
where
national insurance number is PK.
PK?
Yeah, Pakistan.
Could be. Never know.
Yeah, and then it ends in F because they don't want him in the military. Anyway, what were your goals for 2021?
What were my goals for 2021?
Yeah, did you set out I want to achieve this in 2021, or I want to get to because a lot of people do that really boring thing where they're like, oh, I just hope I'm a better self from 2020. And it's like, shut up, bro. That's dead. Did you have proper goals? I want to achieve this, or was it more so I just want to better myself? That boring stuff. You know?
No,
were you boring or were you excited?
No. Look, betting. I believe bettering yourself should be an everyday thing. It shouldn't just be per year. But there were certain goals for me. I wanted to be a bit more focused, a bit more driven. Better health as well. I did have certain goals, but I'm not going to get into them because they're very specific to me. So
they're a bit too personal.
It's not personal. It's I can say, yeah, I wanted my time for my running time to cut down by this. Do you know what I mean?
You could say that. Did you do it? Did you have some sort of goal? Did you be
I wanted to improve my fitness and lose weight.
I want to be able to shoot 5 threes in a row.
5 threes in a row?
Yeah, in basketball.
Yeah, but I can if I'm by myself and I get lucky.
Yeah, so did you have those type of that's what we want to want to know you, bro. We know your psyche, all right? We know how you think.
That's not true. You guys, no one knows me. This is my life. It's my life. No, I mean, look,
it's my life. Whatever
exactly.
Do. Copyright.
No, don't put that song in. No, but generally, I was pretty happy with the way things have gone. We wanted to start a podcast as well because I remember talking to you ages ago. That was one thing. I wanted to start this space. Wanted to start doing something outside of work, and managed to do it right now. Hopefully, it's successful. So you guys better download the app. I'm looking at both cameras. Download the app right now.
Yeah, Faiq made a point we don't look at cameras enough. So I'm looking at this camera, I'm looking at this camera, I can't look at
I'm overly looking at every single camera.
I'm just going to stare down this camera.
I hope that zooms in as well. And we're going to thumbnail that. We're going to clip that.
I'm going to see how long I can't blink. And if you blink before me, you lose.
No, let's not do that.
Okay, sorry.
No, but generally, it's just, I think everyone was a bit hesitant with the year because we started last year, well, technically this year, with a lockdown.
Yeah.
So it was more let's get back to normal as quickly as possible. I think everyone was anticipating the vaccine may not work and we may get another lockdown this year.
Yeah.
It didn't happen. So generally just mental health, more focusing on that. I don't know about you, but the thing is you had a way more of I don't know what the word is, a man-making year. You had to make a lot of decisions.
The hell? Man-making?
Well, you did, yeah.
That's kind of...
You have some big decisions.
That's kind of... Isn't that misogyny? Why is it man-making, isn't it?
Because you're a man. Are you not? Or did I just assume your gender? I'm
Probably
sorry, I
did.
didn't mean to.
That's kind of rude.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Your beard has gotten
identify
shorter.
as
So your beard is getting shorter, to be fair. So
stage. Yeah, maybe I don't know.
no, but generally, like I think you had definitely a bigger year. You had some big decisions to make.
Yeah.
Talk to the audience, the What fam, about
What
those
fam?
big decisions.
I'll start from the beginning of the year.
Okay.
So ended 2020 pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I actually enjoyed 2020, as weird as that sounds. Obviously, there were losses and gains. No gains in
2020 or 2021?
No, I'm talking about 2020. and then
Okay,
moving on to
linking it in.
2020. Yeah,
Okay.
just link it in. So I wouldn't say enjoyed, because obviously it's kind of weird to say that, but
Mm-hmm.
like I've said plenty of times on my own channel and this channel, and say like the lockdown was like normal because I don't go out anyway. I'm just a guy who sits on the computer, so it wasn't too bad. But then, yeah, for 2021, I was like, all right, got certain targets to reach, and if I reach those targets, I can say it was a good year. So the one target I definitely did not reach was getting fit and losing weight. I actually gained weight throughout the year, which was quite sad because
Great start.
yeah, I started by failing my number one goal.
Sometimes you have to take 2 steps back.
Yeah,
Or sometimes you just have to take no steps at all.
just gotta take all the steps back.
You just jump. So you end up
Sometimes
in
you
the
just
same
need to go
spot.
back to the past.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. But okay, go on. Go
Yeah,
on.
but then I had other big targets like get a first in my degree,
Mm-hmm.
get Twitch affiliate, restart the podcast. I didn't restart my own podcast. I did this podcast instead, so I guess it counts.
Yeah, you started the podcast again,
yeah,
right? A
Focused,
podcast.
yeah, a podcast. And then another goal was it's kind of funny now that I look at it, was get into masters.
Oh, okay.
So I got into masters, and then I just pieced out of
But
masters.
you didn't get into masters.
Yeah, I still
technically.
achieved my
You
goal.
still achieved your goal.
I
yeah.
still know I'm good enough for a masters.
That's
all
true.
that
Yeah,
matters.
yeah.
I may not have the official title, but I know I'm good enough.
Well, look, like you said it very specifically. You said get into masters, so
Yeah.
you left yourself a little loophole there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
I
a
got
little
in.
fine print, and you're like,
It never
"Get out of
said
that."
get out. Well, I mean, it never said complete it.
I think in your head you had your lawyers, and your lawyers are like, "Listen, we can still get out and you
Yeah.
still achieve your goals for 2021."
Plus, I didn't sign anything, so it doesn't really matter.
Do you know what though? I'll be honest with you. It's gonna sound a bit controversial, but you know this whole thing about years and achieving goals and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why I don't like people who focus on that too much?
Why?
Because generally speaking, most
That means you don't like
people-
the director.
Yeah, I don't like the director.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
love the director
I hate him.
and hate him at the same time.
Yeah,
love
love,
and
and hate.
hate. Yeah, that's
Love
basically
for
what we
all
are.
except the director.
Let's not do that.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, let's not do that because oh no, his name's not on here. I thought it might be powered by the name there as well.
Let's just bleep it. Ha, you don't know what we just said.
No, it's not that bad. Anyways, no, but going on for what I said, like I think people, generally speaking, like, why would you wait till the end of the beginning of the year to do anything? Just start. Like, just start today. Like, you know, certain people are like, oh, I'm going to start tomorrow, or I'm going to start next week. I'm like, bro, just start today. You got now. Just use it. Because if you slip up, you've allowed yourself that space and time to reevaluate and restart.
Yeah.
If you wait longer and you slip up then the slip up will be more costly because you wasted that
I think
time.
it depends on the person as well. Because some people work better with like set targets to say like in 2 weeks time I need to be able to do this. So like at uni, certain people work better with the all right, well, I have 3 weeks to hand in my coursework, so I can do this weeks, and then I can achieve my target. So I guess
That's
it's
fine.
It's
That's
sort
fine.
of like that sort of way where they go like, all right, Jan 1st is a clean slate, which is the sort of like I wouldn't say misconception, but like the
It is a misconception.
Okay,
it's not
yeah.
a clean
It's
slate.
not a clean
Look,
slate.
Imagine you lived your whole life and it's January. Like, I can do what I want now. No, listen. If you're watching this and you have a goal, start now. Don't start later.
Yeah.
Like seriously, don't stop yourself. Don't be an idiot. People like that annoy me a lot. In case you couldn't tell, but it's like just start.
It's about drive,
It's about power. I don't know the rest of the lyrics.
isn't it? It's about drive. It's about passion.
I don't think passion is in them. I don't think he's very passionate. The Rock.
You don't think The Rock is passionate?
I don't think he's passionate. I think he's just all about drive, lifting weights. Yeah, The Rock.
Samoan blood.
Yeah, that's literally it. But no, but I feel like he would tell you, the first one to tell you, just start now.
Yeah.
Like, forget your goals. Like to me, it should be a marker. Every year should be a marker. It should be like, I'm here right now. Hopefully, I'll be there. But you're continuing on what you've been doing. You don't just stop and
you don't.
start.
Yeah, okay. I get that point. Yeah, that makes sense. But I also like the concept of like, I guess looking back from like, I don't know. I feel like the 1st Jan is always a nice way to look back at your year instead of being like, where did I go from 27th November to 27th November this year?
No, you can appreciate. You
like
can
it's a bit
appreciate,
easier.
You can appreciate the finer things. You be like,
Yeah.
you know what? I like this part. I like this part. Here's what I can do better. Let me carry on. You can do that. Of course you can.
That's true.
You can also like look in the mirror and talk to yourself. You can cry in the mirror. You can hug yourself when you're in bed alone. You do all of those things.
Why is this getting so deep?
I don't know. I thought I'd just go to the extreme.
Just cover all areas.
All areas. You can do what you want.
So, okay, so you
Not
didn't
what you
have
want,
like
but-
specific targets or probably personal targets you don't want to share. So, in the year,
Those are my numbers. No one else has them. No, there's nothing specific. But yeah,
No,
go
yeah.
ahead. Yeah.
So, in the year, did you do something you thought you wouldn't do?
Yes. Maybe not actually. No, maybe not.
Why did you have such a long pause?
Because I was thinking for the podcast, I say yes first, and then I think of something. But
Yeah.
now thinking is quite difficult.
You can't think of anything?
No, I mean everything's unexpected. I expect nothing. Therefore, I will always be.
Unexpected.
Yeah, this doesn't really make any sense.
No.
But what I mean by that is every
Caffeine
year
didn't hit properly.
the caffeine's hit too much. My brain's on overdrive. No, but here's the thing, right? If you start your year and you have a vision of what you want to do, I respect people that can do that. But me personally, I have a general direction.
Yeah.
And you just never know what's going to happen. You don't know who you're going to meet. You don't know if you're going to start a podcast. Like, yes, I had a goal, but I didn't know it was going to happen. It just happened. And we didn't know we were going to start with each other. So
That's true.
a lot of things happened which were unexpected. If I could say everything happened that was unexpected. What was it talking about?
I don't know. Let's move on to a new topic. So, Bernie
Alright.
Sanders. No, I don't want to talk about Bernie Sanders. What were you talking about?
I don't know. I don't know what I was talking about. That's how intriguing. No, it was because I didn't know how to change the battery. But
You don't have to mention that. It's movie magic.
movie magic, yeah, but it's not very effective. We just cut to us being like, what are we talking about?
I'm not gonna lie.
It makes it look crazy.
I think it's kind of bait that we change, like that we do our cuts.
There's nothing wrong with it either. It's just
Yeah.
you just have to do it sometimes. But yeah, I think we talk about end of year stuff, blah blah blah, all that jazz.
Yeah.
Anything unexpected happened, we covered that too. And that was it.
That was it, really. Yeah, that's all we were talking about.
Did anything unexpected happen for you? Of course, the obvious one.
Yeah, loads of stuff.
Loads of stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, I think all my goals I thought I wouldn't reach, I reached.
Mhm.
That was kind of unexpected. And then just this, the podcast in itself,
Mm.
that was unexpected. Because I don't know if, have I told this story on this channel? I know I've told this story to like people individually.
Maybe you could cover it.
I'll cover it really quickly. So, Faiq and the director were like, no, not even you. It was just the director. He was like, oh yeah, I want to do a podcast. Saw your podcast. You want to come over and just chat about it and like see what the things are.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, sure. And then Faiq here was like, oh, I'll pick you up. And I was like, kind of weird because I barely spoke to you. So it was like sort of like that first awkward interaction I had to overcome. And then yeah, came over. Faiq said some things that were smart and not so smart. And then the director was just clueless.
I don't remember this meeting.
Yeah.
Very
and then
vaguely.
and then yeah, and then the director said like, wow, I'm surprised about how much you know. So I didn't know if that was a compliment or a diss.
Well, he doesn't know you. He didn't know you. He does now.
Yeah, I guess. He was like, oh, I'm surprised about how much information you know. And I was like, oh, I don't know if that's
You know, this
good or
story
bad.
is the worst story I've ever heard. Because I know I was there, but the way you're describing it, it just sounds like a very random meeting. Like he just calls you, like, "Yo, can we talk?"
It
about
was
something?"
random. That's how it was.
Well, it wasn't.
I'd never heard.
Here's
of-
what happened.
No.
Here's
Hold
what
on.
happened.
From my point of view, this is what happened. He randomly texted me one day saying, "Are you free on this day?" I was like, "Sure." He's like, "Oh, I want to talk about podcasts and stuff like that." And I was like, "Okay, cool. Come over." I hear that he's doing a startup, which I never knew. And then I hear about this podcast idea.
Yeah.
And then he just goes, "Oh, do you want to be on the podcast?" And I was like, "Bro, what the hell?"
Oh, that's not exactly what happened. What happened was we had the idea. He mentioned it and he wanted some advice. He wanted to come over and talk. You're like, sure. Bearing in mind, by the way, the director is good friends with another member of WATTPOD who happens to be your older brother.
Yeah.
It's not just he randomly saw you on Instagram and was like, yo, do you want to come over? Let's get that out the way first,
We
right?
all know each other.
Yeah, just to let you know.
We were all acquaintances.
But they don't know that. So
we were
they-
all acquaintances.
What they're thinking is that a director messages random people to be part of WATTPOD. Unfortunately, that is not the case.
I feel like it is the case with some.
Random people.
I'm not saying
We know everyone. We
Yeah,
know
that's
everyone.
true.
But yeah, that happened, and then we said, you know what, you've got great ideas. You sound like you want to do it. Do you have some time?
Yeah,
We're like, yeah, sure, why not? That was it.
that was it.
And it went from there.
The only reason I actually said yes, right? The only reason I said yes was because I just graduated, so I had nothing to do.
Okay.
So I was like, pass the time.
It's
Why
been
not?
there ever since. But you never know, right? You never know who you're
Yeah.
going to meet. You never know who you're going to connect with, and you never know what's going to happen.
I actually thought me and Faiq wouldn't work out.
Really?
I actually thought I was
Sounds
like
like a relationship.
podcast host relationship.
It is a relationship.
I
yeah.
felt like the podcast would work, but it wouldn't work at the same time.
Right.
I felt like it would, like, the first episode would be all right, second one would be all right, and then I felt like third or fourth would give up and like either change me or I'd just like leave myself.
Right.
And then I was like, okay. And then I sort of started enjoying it, and then I really enjoyed it, and then now I'm always thinking about it.
Always thinking about it. You're always thinking about me is basically what you said.
No.
What I've gathered from that conversation is that you think that we're in a relationship and that you're always thinking about me.
What? That's so not true. And it's
That's
so not
all I've
true.
heard.
Bro, you're being a weirdo.
That's all I've heard. It's very strange.
It's not what I meant.
Do you know what it is? When it happened, I was there for the ride. I had no idea what was going to happen, but I just knew it was something different, and I was like, you know what? Let's give this a go.
I was just
That's
like,
the way I was thinking.
I was like, it's better to do this, make mistakes as a three, than do
Yeah.
this alone and make mistakes alone.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Because you learn from each other's mistakes, you learn from each other's
Yeah.
successes as well.
It's like what Mr. Beast said. He was talking about YouTube success and how like certain people then split off from their friends who do
Yeah.
the same content, or they like hide things or hide secrets and stuff. And he was like, that's the dumbest thing you can do, because you three making 100 mistakes together totals 300 mistakes you learn from,
Yeah.
rather
that's
than
true.
you doing 100 mistakes on your own and only learning from 100 mistakes.
Yeah.
So
Also-
it is true, because it is sort of competitive. So you don't want to give out all the
All right,
secrets.
so here's the weird part. It sounds like it should be conceptually, but the way the algorithms work, correct me if I'm wrong, if you're doing similar content and you all were friends in the past, if one person does well, usually the other person will do well on top of it. Like, if you're individuals,
it sort of like boosts each other.
yeah, like if you're fair enough, one person's always going to be more popular. It's just the way things are.
Yeah.
But that person, like alone, would not benefit as much as they were together.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah, no,
so it's
definitely.
like you're always going to be better off doing everything together anyway.
Yeah.
So I think YouTubers now have realised that. That's why we see a lot
That's
of
why
fans and groups.
some groups, yeah.
But before there probably was a bit of competition. They're like, wait,
Yeah.
why have my views gone down after I've left? I thought they'd go up.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
I think a lot of people realize like they probably saw the money and then saw potential of like if they kept it to themselves or kept certain things to themselves
Yeah.
and then tried to like just like abuse it in a sense.
But do you reckon that's because of the managers? Because I've heard stories, whenever I've heard a story about a YouTuber beefing a former YouTuber, it's usually because there's a manager in between.
I don't know. Could be. I didn't even know most YouTubers had managers.
They have managers, but the managers, I think nowadays the managers have improved because they're more specialized in YouTube. But I think back then YouTube was still fairly new. So I think the managers had the...
It was like typical talent managers.
Yeah,
and stuff like
exactly. Yeah. So that's probably why they ended up beefing each other.
Probably, yeah. I think a lot of like YouTube brief is just over the top because you can always like make a video out of it.
I think those ones are slightly, they're slightly, what you call it? They add fuel to the fire. Like I think they exaggerate certain things because I think in the back of the mind they know that it's gonna make them both big.
Yeah, it'll give them like a bit of attention.
It's gonna give them a bit of boost at the end of the day. And I feel like they're thinking, you know what? I know it's a game. You know it's a game. Let's play that game. But I feel like they just have drama, and so the video quality is really bad. They don't really follow up on it, and they just ended up wasting their time in the spotlight.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. I love and hate YouTube at the same time.
I do love it. No, but you got all right. Think about it this way: if YouTube wasn't there, we'd all be watching TV, and would all be the stuff that's popular would be heavily what's the word? Predicated, depending on what the TV channel wants you to watch.
Yeah. That's
with YouTube, that's cut out completely.
Yeah,
but the algorithms are still there. To be fair,
that's true.
Yeah, so what I said made no sense.
Fair enough.
No, but it's true though. Like, I mean, what the internet gives you a bit more power though. I know. I said what it said makes no sense, but generally speaking, it does. Like, you don't have to rely on radio hosts. You don't have to imagine we pitched this idea to like a radio host.
Yeah, that's true.
I love
That's what I love. The things I hate are just like little nitpicky things that I hate. But most of it I love. I'd say I love YouTube like 90%.
Okay, that's a big percentage
Yeah,
to be fair.
like 90% of me
That's
loves
not love and hate.
YouTube.
That's like love with a little bit of
Yeah,
nitpick
with a
and
little,
stuff,
obviously everything you enjoy or every like I don't know football team you love, you have things you hate, or companies you love, you have things you hate.
Mm.
You know, like game companies, like people love them, but they also hate them at the same time.
Do you think YouTube is dying though? Or do you think it's still getting
No,
bigger?
I think it's too difficult for it to die. It's
Really?
so hard for it to die because you have so
Mm.
many like new YouTubers. So like
That's
even the
true.
old ones that get replaced or that post less, there's so many new ones every day that like it's so easy to just be replaced.
I do feel like though, at the same time, it seems like everything does get like approach a prime, and then they start dying down or keeping the same.
It
Like TV to me, like TV is gonna die down in the next 10 years, I believe. Even now, no one really watches TV like that.
no,
If
but you
anything,
still
they'll
have
stream it.
but you still have really good TV shows.
But you watch it on Netflix or like on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? No one
I don't
really goes
think-
looks at the schedule. Let me see. Unless it's like sports.
I don't think
Sports
TV
is
would
the only thing.
I don't think TV would die though.
I think it's dying. Like I think it will eventually.
I don't think it would ever die off. I think it's impossible for TV to die off.
But what I mean by TV is I mean the traditional sort of get up. But then again, it probably would evolve to be a bit more.
Because you can easily rebirth TV even in its current state.
What rebirth TV? What do you mean?
Because
like,
so
change it.
not change. Well, I mean, yeah, bring some more exclusivity. I don't know how to pronounce that word.
You're struggling with your words today.
Exclusiveness. Okay, I'd
Yeah,
say
that's fine.
exclusive. Bring some more exclusiveness. Like Netflix original is only on Netflix,
Mm.
and a Prime original is only on Prime,
Yeah.
and a Disney original is only on Disney now. But HBO has very good. Like that's a TV channel. It's not
is
so
it,
much.
though?
No, but it's not so much a streaming platform and stuff. They became that after. They were first a TV channel.
But that's where they are now, right? They've
Yeah,
changed.
but that's how they brought.
Would you classify that? If something changes that much, is it still the same thing?
Yeah, it's still the same thing. If
It's
you
genuine
change,
question,
you're
though.
still fake.
Am I though?
Yeah, you are.
Let me ask you a question.
Thank God.
All right, let's say there was there's two scenarios,
Oh Lord.
and there's a boat in both scenarios. It was more of like it's a big boat, like
Okay.
it's like a pirate kind of ship, basically.
A pirate
That-
ship.
That you remember Pirates of the
Two
Caribbean?
pirate ships.
You know Pirates of the
Never
Caribbean.
watched it.
All right, you know those sort of ferries and ships which are smaller. You can you have a crew, blah blah blah, all that stuff. It's
Okay.
not massive, but
It's like a little
big.
boat.
It's bigger than a boat, but it's quite big.
It's a boat.
All right, but let's say on one scenario,
Yeah.
you deconstruct it completely,
Okay.
and then you rebuild it,
Okay.
but you rebuild it with new parts.
Okay.
Then in the second scenario, you deconstruct it completely,
Yeah.
and you build something else, but
Mm-hmm.
use exactly the same parts of that boat.
Okay.
Which one is the actual boat? Which scenario would you still classify as a boat, and which scenario would you
Okay.
classify as
So-
something new?
The way a boat changes between yourself and a
Mhm.
boat is that you're deconstructing a boat and you say you turned it into a car.
Hmm.
Yes, it is now a car.
No, I don't mean
But-
I don't mean the definition of a boat or a car. I mean the actual essence. Like, is it still the same thing or is it completely different? Because you're right. Now that it's a car, it's changed.
It
hasn't
has changed.
So,
But then it depends what you're classing as the same thing and different. If you're saying,
but
well, the
you
parts
said it
the
already.
same, the parts are the same.
Yeah, but the parts are the same. But is it the same thing?
But then are you looking at overall or you're only looking at little things?
Overall, is it the same
Overall.
thing? Is it the same thing? That's the simple question. Well, what does that mean
it's
to
not
you?
the same thing.
It's not the same thing, right?
No.
So if you're
But I
if
think-
you change the way you operate as a business, i.e. HBO, then you're technically not the same thing, right? Your streaming platform.
I think there's levels to it though.
There is of course there's levels to anything, but like
because
I,
I
think
feel
from a
like,
basic
if
understanding,
if
you
you're
know.
a fake now and then in a year,
Mhm.
say you changed into like, you just change your personality a little bit. You're still the same fake.
What if I change my personality completely and I change my name?
I would still know you as fake. I
Would you?
probably wouldn't.
Before-
I wouldn't call you by your new name.
Unrecognizable, just the way I behave, the way I think, unrecognizable. Let's take it more. Let's pretend like this is 5 years down the line. I've completely
I mean-
changed, and you haven't seen me in 5 years.
Mm.
Am I still the same person to you?
Yeah, because from what I remember and my memories, you're still the same fake.
Okay, what if
I would have to take my time to learn you. and then be like, is this still the same guy?
Okay, with
change?
people it doesn't really work because you're still technically a human, right?
Yeah, it's kind of
So it
hard
doesn't
with
really
people.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like the boat analogy is good, but it's kind of hard to put it with people.
Yeah, you
But
can't
I get
really
you
put
what
it
you mean
with-
with HBO. Like it was a TV channel. They are focusing on streaming, but I think
most channels are going to do that. I think they're going to
Yeah.
become streaming platforms because it makes sense. It's the future.
yeah, but
People like
they still
convenience.
act like TV channels though.
So,
Like even
do
if
they?
you, even
I
if you
mean,
went to like HBO,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure they still have like a HBO Live, like what's running live. And if you go to WWE Network, yes, there's on-demand things and streaming.
I think sports are the only exception because sports, the thrill of it is to watch something live.
No, but
you
like,
wouldn't
even-
watch a match again. Really, you would.
Yeah, but even WWE Network show like their shows or their cartoons or their like
BT Sports
pay-per-views,
is the same thing
just
as well.
like-
Yeah,
just
yeah.
on a like live thing.
But you have like an option as well. You can select stuff.
Yeah.
At the same time. But you're right. Like the sports, even when you watch something, you have something on the background, which could be a documentary or whatever
Yeah.
it is. So sports is the only exception because that thrill is there. You actually you love the history of sports because you appreciate that. Like
Yeah.
you appreciate football and what happened in the past. But at the same time, it's all about the here and now as
Yeah.
well. So
I
it,
think-
it strikes a balance. Strikes
Do you know
a
what
chord.
I think it is? I think the issue is that Netflix has given you so much things as quick as you want it
Mhm.
that there hasn't been anything good enough to make you want to wait.
Yeah.
So like even like your favorite TV show hasn't given you
Yeah.
the essence of I want to wait for the next episode,
Ironically,
if that makes sense.
you are right. But ironically, the only time you end up waiting is if on the streaming platform that particular series
Is gonna
is
come
going
out.
to get scheduled like next year or something.
Yeah,
Like
or
Stranger
if like
Things,
if
for
like
example.
the episode comes out next week, it's like every Monday they come out.
So
So-
that's the only exception.
Yeah.
In essence, they've done very very well in that standard. You know,
but
the way they schedule stuff.
even like it still doesn't work on like Netflix and stuff unless you're like a diehard fan because you'll be like even for anime, like when you know it's seasonal,
Yeah.
you wait for the whole season to end and then you watch
you
it.
do. You're
Right?
right. Yeah.
Unless you're like a diehard guy who read the manga and kept up with the Reddit posts
But
and the
here's when
forums and stuff.
Netflix have a genius to them. They don't give you one episode;
They give you multiple.
they give you multiple.
That's-
And that is
But
genius.
that's the thing, like that's the on-demand thing.
I think that's such a good idea though.
Yeah.
Like it's so simple, but it just makes so much sense.
Yeah.
You have a bunch of stuff you can watch all together, and you still can wait, and which means you're gonna view that series for longer.
Yeah.
Therefore, be on Netflix for longer.
That's
But
true.
you're still gonna give it that time, and you're still gonna be
It's
satisfied.
It's like when I was watching I think the latest Netflix original I watched that did sort of something that was like a K-drama called Vincenzo.
Mhm.
And they did it like every week a new episode came out. And it was annoying because I know Netflix could just post it all.
Yeah.
So it wasn't
Yeah.
it wasn't like to their benefit. So yeah, Vincenzo is the one that did that. And because Netflix is so known for being on demand and just giving you everything, like they would like bring out a brand new show and have all the episodes available. So like Lucifer, when it went to Netflix, when they released the season, they released all the episodes.
That's not the man from the Bible, by the way. Just to let you guys know. Yeah.
No, it's just a TV show.
It's a TV show. Yeah.
Yeah, really good one. You should watch it.
The
But-
Bible guy has his own separate stories.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah,
go ahead. Yeah.
So I think there are ways TV can like come back or stay like still a bit relevant and want people to watch it.
Yeah.
Like if I want to watch TV, probably the only thing I watch is like Match of the Day.
Like in the
or-
sports.
Yeah, but Match of the Day isn't so much like something live. It's just highlights and commentary.
But again, it is sports.
Yeah.
Or I think sports
What
is
else would
the
I want to watch
only
on
exception.
TV? Maybe you just want to watch TV for a random movie.
Maybe guys, actually, you know, I think
Like the
Christmas is
Couple
probably
Show My Show.
yeah. Well, I don't know what that is. You sound like you swore at me, to be honest with you. But I don't know what that was. I don't know what he just told me.
You don't know about
guys? Sorry, apologies
like
about
Indian
that.
Idol?
We didn't bleep that out. Sorry,
You know,
if
like
that's
Indian
where-
Idol, or like X Factor,
I don't
or
watch
like
that stuff, man.
like you don't watch X Factor,
Not anymore. No.
or like The Voice,
The what?
The Voice,
The Voice. Oh, you said it properly. I thought you were.
American
I
Idol,
always said The Voice. Like,
The Boys.
The Boys
You
is
don't
a
watch
good
The
TV
Boys?
show. There's actually. Have you seen The Boys?
What the hell is that?
Amazon Prime.
Did you just swear at me?
The Boys.
Unbelievable.
The Boy. It doesn't sound like a swear word. It doesn't
does.
work. The joke doesn't work.
It does work.
No, but genuinely, that
It
TV
works.
show is actually don't watch it. It's very brutal.
Don't watch it. Not
Don't watch
recommended.
it.
Not
Don't watch
recommended by what pod. You do what you want.
It's really good, but don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
It's very entertaining, but it's not good.
Not good for you.
Yeah, not good for your health.
Mental health.
Yeah, although you would love it, but don't watch it. No, but they're not sponsoring us, so we're not going to recommend anything. That's the new rule now.
No sponsorship, no recommendation.
No recommendation.
I
Sorry.
recommend Vincenzo, even if they don't sponsor us.
Yeah, don't watch it, but we recommend it.
Yeah.
We'll do that way.
That's good.
Yeah, but I think TV is just going down that route where they're all becoming streaming platforms, and by that point, it's probably not going to be classified as TV. They'll have the name TV as a brand,
Yeah.
because the historical value to it, but you wouldn't call it TV anymore.
No, when you think of TV, you literally think of a TV.
Yeah,
You don't think of like live
that's
channels
true.
and stuff.
That's true. That's weird, actually. You're right. Now we think of the actual TV itself,
Yeah.
the screen. We don't even think of the historical.
To me, it's like
value.
if someone went like, "Do you want to watch TV?" I'm like, "What do you mean? Like, do I want to just look at your TV?"
Yeah, that's true. Actually, no one says that anymore.
No one goes, "Do you want to watch TV?" It's like,
You know when you call someone as well, they don't say, "I'm just watching TV."
yeah.
No one really
No one
does
says
that.
that. Everyone just
Yeah.
goes,
I'm watching this.
I'm watching this,
that.
I'm watching that, or I'm watching this on Netflix, I'm watching this on Disney, or I'm watching this on Prime.
And when someone asks, "What did you do?" Be like, "On Netflix." You say Amazon Prime, but no one says Prime.
No, or
Everyone says Netflix.
I think
But,
most people say Netflix,
Yeah.
but those who do use Prime would say Prime.
yeah. So like that's
Or like
that's
if you watch
evolved.
Crunchyroll, you just be like, "Yeah, I just watch some anime."
I'd say Crunchyroll anyway. Like if you're anime fans,
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean. But the thing is, like that is where it's going towards. Like next generation is going to be very used to that on-demand stuff. Do you remember that in the days we used to wait for something to come up? We used to actually go and find out this scheduling for the TV.
Yeah,
and
be like,
plan my
"Alright,
whole day
what-
around
What
it.
day would it come?
I was like, but if I'm at guest house, I used to be like to my mom and dad when I was a kid. All right, we have to be home by this time.
Yeah, 'cause
if
this
it's
thing's
too
coming.
late, then we're staying until this time so I can finish the TV show.
We used to do that for Match of the Day because we never had like Sky
yeah.
Sports or BT Sport and stuff.
Same, yeah.
So the only way you would be able to keep up with your teams was Match of the Day. So yeah, we would be like, dude, it's 10 o'clock. Like we need to get home in time for Match of the Day.
Yeah.
And then recording came in, and then you're like, all right, you abused your powers a bit. Like you just recorded it and watched it later.
Recording did change the game as well at the time as well. But to be fair, Match of the Day, you used to have two, like you used to have one in the late and then one in the morning. You used to rerun it.
Yeah.
So I usually used to watch the morning one
Oh, fair enough.
because by 10 o'clock, like the TV would be shut.
Yeah, we'd watch the one at 10. It'd be like a nice little
That's
late
good,
night thing.
Yeah. On weekends as well, especially that's fine. But for some reason, like back then, the TV was a bit strict.
Yeah.
But we had all our
It's
phones.
just like back in the day, yeah.
Just the way it is, yeah. I mean, TV. To be fair, TV was very scheduled though. No one really sat because there used to be a guilt, guilt.
The thing is,
Whatever
like,
the word is, but remember, you can't sit down and watch TV for the whole day
because
unless you're watching a TV show on Netflix.
do you know what it was? I think like back in the day, it was also like a very social thing to like watch certain shows and stick to the scheduling because you knew if you missed that episode,
Yeah.
the next day when you go to school, everyone's gonna ruin it for you.
That's true.
Whereas like if you missed the timing, say you were out 6 to 7, and that's when X Factor came on.
And you can't rerun it.
You can't rerun
rewatch
it.
anyway.
You can't rewatch it.
Yeah, that's
If
true.
you want it on ITV Hub, you had to wait like 2 days for it to come back.
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
So like there was a reason to like. That's what I mean. Like the essence of waiting technically wasn't allowed, but you still had to wait for the next episode.
Yeah.
And the way you built it all up was with talking to people about it.
Yeah.
So that's why it works and it doesn't work.
But now the conversation is, oh, did you watch the series? Yeah, I watched the whole thing. Then you talk about the whole series. You don't talk about what's building up, what's gonna happen.
And then when someone's like, "Oh, I'm only halfway through," you're like, "Bro, it's so jarring, man." I just
It's
watch
true.
this.
It's true. This is the way it is.
Yeah.
Even like a YouTube as well. It's got its own things, so you can just watch everything on YouTube.
Yeah, I like that. I actually like that personally as well. Like putting video up and then like just watching it like a year later. Like, bro, so cringy.
Yeah, that part's not nice. Though,
Like
when
I
you
watched
rewatch
back
old
our
stuff.
first ever podcast.
Yeah,
Dude, that thing sucks. Don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
Definitely recommend you don't watch it. Like this is a recommendation of.
we need the views, but don't watch
This
it.
isn't a troll recommendation of don't watch it. This is like a genuine don't watch it.
Watch this instead. You
Watch this
probably are
instead.
if
Yeah,
you're
you
listening.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like 26 minutes in,
You are watching this.
you are
yeah.
watching this. Yeah,
You got no choice.
no choice at all.
After you watch this, you're going to be addicted to our podcast.
Okay.
Trying to play a little mental game.
Little mental game.
Yeah.
If I look at the camera right now, you'll be addicted.
I'm going to look at the other camera. You are now addicted.
I'll split screen it.
You're addicted.
You're addicted.
All right. Now that awkward staring. Oh, you're still looking. Wow. Okay.
Sorry. I wanted them to be like really addicted.
Really addicted.
Yeah, really into it.
Why don't you just get? I don't know if you guys heard that, but that Coke can click thing was really annoying.
Sorry, I didn't want to make too much noise, but then I realized prolonging the hissing
is
noise
way worse.
It's way
So
worse.
there's a snake there or something that's gonna come up.
Surely we should like cover this like
Oh yeah, he's not drinking Coke. He's drinking a red can drink.
like We're not allowed to do free sponsorships.
He's drinking a What Bar exclusive app soda
They can't
drink.
tell what I'm drinking.
Every time he takes a sip, he's already made a booking. On the What Bar app. Best app in the world.
You know, it's really hard to drink like this.
Just drink it normally, it's fine.
No free sponsorships, bruv.
You've got the
It's
angle.
the new
Use
year.
the angle. Use the angle.
It's the new year. We're
Use
not allowed.
angles. Use angles. I want you to zoom in that as well, actually. Just zoom into that.
Allow me, bruv.
It looks like you're an old man drinking tea. That's what it looks like. Everyone zoom into that right now.
I don't even like tea.
Just zoom in. With
You know,
the
I'm feeling
camera.
pressure that, like, I'm thinking people are actually watching me trying to drink this.
They are now.
There are too many eyes on me.
I'm watching you right now. There you go. Drink that. Oh,
Why
lovely.
did you have to say that?
Drink
Why
that.
you being so
Sip
weird?
that drink. Sip that drink.
I know I
That
think
What
about you,
Bar-
but you don't.
What Bar soda drink? Best app in the world. Actually, wait, I just realized something. You know, we're talking about convenience and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We're contributing to that as well with the app.
Oh yeah.
We're literally.
We're like complaining about it and then being like, oh wait,
but
we're
we're
doing
just facilitating
it.
it. Do you know how hypocritical that is?
That is very hypocritical.
All right, guys, if you don't know, in case you haven't heard for the 100th time, the app allows you to book
Oh, do
in
we have to
slots.
sell the app this much?
No, we're not
Is it
selling
written? Is it written in our contract?
No. It's not that. It's not the selling part. It's the fact that people may not know. That's what we have to
That's
mention.
true.
That
We have a new viewer each time.
they don't know the joke.
Okay.
Basically, the app allows you to book in times in the barbershop.
Yeah.
Now, that is very, very convenient, but we are literally contributing to the problem.
Yeah. Because we're complaining about on-demand stuff. So.
It just makes life easier. So, you know, those old boomers are going to look at us and be like, oh my God, they made life so easy for the generation. But you know what? But in generally speaking, I think that if you really want to create something where you want to either make money or you want to contribute, realistically, the stuff that's going to pop off quicker is making life easier.
Yeah, solving people's problems.
That's it. That's all it is. And to be fair, that's what Netflix have done.
They
That's what
solved a
Uber Eats
lot of
have done.
people's problems, yeah.
That's what we
Like,
want to do as
I'm
well.
sure,
What-
like, there would be days where, like, you know, like, let's be real, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, a Sunday is the deadest day on the TV.
Yeah.
Like, Sunday is the worst day. Every Sunday, you'd be like, bro, I wish I could just, like, watch whatever I wanted to.
Do you want me to be completely honest with you? I don't remember the last time I just watched normal TV.
Yeah.
I'll be completely honest with you. Like, just, you know, we
I
just
don't
on
think-
free, wherever. I haven't done that
I haven't
in
done
so long.
I haven't done like really like sitting there and like properly scanning through the channels and watching something. I have done the thing where like something's on, I just look at it and watch it for like 10, 15 minutes and then just go do something else.
Whoa, why are you looking at the camera? Oh my God. What happened?
It cut out
When did it cut out?
just now.
Oh, just now.
Yeah. What, like
Oh,
halfway through
I
you
thought it
speaking.
just randomly already cut out and you were like, oh, I wasn't recording the whole time. I was like,
No,
"Bro."
it was halfway through. Wait.
Oh, cover up. We want to get the sponsorship money.
Okay.
That brand, that red soda drink, that I don't know what to say without saying it. If you want to sponsor us, and we'll be willing to, and we'll mention your name.
Yeah,
on the
we'll talk.
podcast.
Email us.
Email us, yeah.
I don't know why I did the cool sign for email us.
All email.
Yeah. You know
All
what?
email.
I think it's good that we've done a long episode as the last one.
Do you think?
Oh no, a long
first
episode
one.
for the first one of the new year.
Last/first.
Because there's I'd say even in the previous ones there were things that I wanted to like talk about or tackle. Not really tackle. That sounds weird. Like a rugby tackle. But like talk about. And it's nice that I can just say certain things and we're just discussing it.
Yeah, but
Like music and stuff.
if you guys put in the comments below when we really get into stuff and you want the offensive stuff, like the stuff we will talk about behind the scenes, what this guy talks about, then let us know in the comments.
What do I talk about?
I'm just saying this guy is not very political, so we'll.
I'm
talk
not
about
very
that stuff.
PC in my own little bubble.
I'm just joking. I'm teasing. I'll make you sound like a monster.
I've just
All I'm gonna say is I may have a
Told a
black
secret.
eye after this. This guy's very abusive. He punches people for no reason.
damn. But I'm quite surprised you thought Bollywood songs are just made for movies.
Uh,
Certain
no-
ones are. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of them are.
I'll be on the
But a
reason.
lot of the newer stuff is like just standalone.
Okay, let me ask you a question about Bollywood music. Who is a groundbreaking artist in Bollywood music?
A groundbreaking.
Yeah, someone who changed the direction of Bollywood music in the last 10 years.
Badshah did some changes by introducing rap to Bollywood songs.
Okay, well, what the
But
rap?
it's
oh.
not like it didn't exist before.
But what was the rap about when he rapped? The same stuff about in the song, right?
Huh? What?
Like when he raps, it's about the same stuff in the song. He's not adding anything new, right?
What do you mean it's the same stuff in the
Because
song?
rappers will rap about different things.
I'm so confused. What do you mean? The rap is about the same thing in the song. What does that mean?
So this, I don't know. Bollywood's so cringy.
Oh, do you mean like the
be
film?
Like, oh, my heart belongs to you, and the rapper will be like, yeah, my heart belongs to you.
No.
Yeah, bruv. Peace
No,
out.
it's like the typical raps, like liking girls or saying you're rich for certain things. It's not like deep rap where like you're killing people. Like Bollywood's never
So they're
gone
just
that
copying
deep.
hip hop basically. But anyways, let me ask you that. So he made some.
Obviously,
Wait.
everyone copies, everyone copies it and then changes it later.
Hip hop.
Yeah, everyone copies hip hop and then changes it later, and adds their own twist and style to it.
Of course not. No, because then you're not. No. If you're a hip hop artist, you're adding your own twist. You're a hip hop artist. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't classify himself as a hip hop artist.
No.
Exactly. So you're just using hip hop in a different genre.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that's what I mean.
but that's like a change. You said, was
Okay.
there any groundbreaking change?
Is that groundbreaking change?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the introduction of a lot more like Punjabi style rap music
Right. Okay.
in movies.
Okay.
That was
so
a
that happened in the
groundbreaking
last
change.
10 years, right?
Yeah.
What else?
I think they moved a lot from like very slow, low BPMs to like higher BPM and more party upbeat stuff. They still have their like very depressing romantic songs.
Right.
But they have a lot of more like party songs. So like I say Bollywood is very lacking actually. You're very right on this. So they're very lacking in the whole scene and they're always doing the catch up game because they were so used to their like old style.
But going on to what you just mentioned as well, these changes, we're talking about a 10-year span.
Yeah.
Music itself, rock and roll, hip hop, all these guys, these
Yeah.
big genres, they've made massive changes just in the last 5 years. And the reason why is because they're not, it's going to sound weird, but pop music nowadays
Yeah.
doesn't exist because there aren't really pop artists. Everyone has a genre,
Yeah.
and it just so happens that people listen to that.
Yeah. I think
That's why music has evolved at a faster rate.
I think the issue with Bollywood compared to like even just your generic Punjabi rap and stuff, like that's way more advanced and some way more strides.
Yeah, but you know why? Because everyone's trying to make a hit. That's it. That's all they care about. They want their songs to be in movies.
No, that's not true. It's not they want their songs to be in movies. It's the movies pick certain artists only. There's a very big exclusivity.
That's even worse.
It's like very exclusive.
That's
Like-
even worse.
Like, that's the problem with Bollywood.
Wow.
So like you can't say there's a groundbreaking artist.
Because they're all they it doesn't matter.
Like-
They're going to be the same.
Like if you name like the top 5 at the
But
moment,
you know-
they're the same top 5 that were there.
But do you know how bad that is? Because in the last 5 years, how many people have we had, new artists who've come up and just been in that
there's
top
been
5,
no
top
in the
10?
last 5 years there's been a lot of new Bollywood artists.
No, but the ones who've like gone number one. Like there's been so many in the last just start 5 years.
I don't know. There have been some that got
Loads.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about Bollywood. They have
No,
been
not
a
Bollywood.
few.
I'm talking about normal, like, I don't know what you classify it as, but normal music, right? Like,
Not normal music.
it's
I
just
know what you
pop
mean.
music,
Yeah.
pop music, right? Like, there's been so many.
Yeah.
Like, Bad Bunny is the number 3 most streamed artist in the world.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
I would have thought Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny was lit, bro.
He's no, but right now he is.
He was lit.
Drake is in there. Ariana Grande's in there. Taylor Swift's still in there somehow. And then last year,
Taylor Swift's brain is too elite
last
for
year,
us.
Olivia Rodrigo came out of nowhere, like killed the scene. Like it's just you get
KSI killing the scene, bro.
Okay, so in UK music, the thing is, all these guys have their own ideas. They have their own, I don't know what to call it, license,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
The thing is,
they
I'm
bring
not-
up their own different.
Do you know
And
what? I'm
that's why
not-
Bollywood sucks music-wise. Movies could be better, but because they're trying to be all like musically, I can't watch it because of that. It's just so cringy.
Oh.
Bollywood is just so cringy. You know, the emotional stuff is not emotional. Sorry, this is what annoys me. Bollywood is not emotional because even the emotional stuff, they make that cringy where you can't take it seriously. Other movies, emotional stuff,
Do you not
have
enjoy Bollywood movies at all?
no, because it's so
Really?
cringy.
Oh wow.
Like, you know when they're making jokes, they really exaggerate it and they have like music in the background. When there's a sad moment, everything else just ends. When they're fighting, apparently I watched this one movie. The guy used no punches, just used kicks.
Yeah.
He went to a room full of guys with guns
Yeah.
and just kicked everyone.
Yeah.
Even in Fast and Furious, which is totally unrealistic and ridiculous,
Yeah.
they're still using guns against other people who have
But
guns.
it's like Jackie Chan walking into a room with people with guns.
But he
and-
uses guns and he doesn't.
Jackie Chan does not use a gun that much.
He does.
No,
He
not
does.
in this fight scene.
The only time he doesn't is if his gun's been taken off and the other guy's not using a gun, trying to get his gun off. And usually it's comedy. This is all right.
He does
look,
comedy action, yeah.
It's
true.
so ridiculous. You know it's stupid, but you know it's a game. In Bollywood, it's taken seriously. And that's what annoys me. It's like either be cringy fully, be camp, be that, the word is camp, right, in cinematography. Be camp, be whatever, or be serious.
I like how you have to clear that out, just in case someone takes it out of context.
Because people might be like, all right,
2022, I have to be careful.
Next Bollywood movie, everyone's just walking around like that. Anyways.
Oh, that's worse. Why would you do that?
I don't care. We cut that stuff out. Anyway, look, what I'm saying is that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But that is camp. That's the definition of camp. Anyways, be that. Yeah. Like Spider-Man, the first movies were very camp. They're very enjoyable because the movie knows where it is. Or be serious.
Yeah.
Don't be this weird in-between thing.
I don't know.
But then again, I was going to say something even worse.
Relax yourself. It's 2020, like the start of it. We don't want to get cancelled.
I was going to mention the IQ of people who watch Bollywood, but that's
can't do that.
Includes people in my family, so
You can't go that far.
Well, I can, but no. Anyways,
I have enjoyed this podcast a lot.
I've enjoyed it too, actually. Yeah,
been rambling on about.
I think we may need to cut a few things out because towards the end it got really funny.
What do you mean? I'm not cutting nothing out.
Some stuff we can cut out.
Nah.
At the beginning, maybe.
We keep everything raw.
And on that note, thank you for joining.
Monday Night Raw, innit?
Monday Night Raw, yeah.
No,
first episode of 2022.
We come out on
last
Fridays.
episode of 2021.
No, it's not the last episode of 2021.
Last recording of 2021.
Last recording session.
Last recording session.
So yeah, bye.
Hopefully you're going to see us at Barber soon. Bye.
Bye.
Take care. Peace
Goodbye.
out. Bollywood
Peace
sucks.
out.
Bollywood sucks.